would love to chat if you have any questions. Home is where the heart is, December. Okay, look at that. Good enough. Okay, that's just not working here. Last week, those of you who were here, we talked a little bit of the history of yoga and Tantra yoga specifically, which is yoga coming more so into a practice of a non-dualistic perspective, meaning something like the immense life and high power that surrounds us is of us, within us. And there's no separation between the two, other than maybe our skin, our body's boundary as a container, holding the essence of that life force of sun, of moon, of stars, of water, of mountains, of all of it. Ladybugs, a dot of sand, still earth element. So it's this sort of oneness. And today, kind of in honor, I guess, in continuum of honoring history, today we're going to emphasize a presence through our back body. And there's a lot of, I'm not going to go into it. I know I have a subtle reasoning and inspiration that I will get to in our class. But for now, I want you to just think of first knowing what does your back body mean. And obviously, you can probably get a good idea starting in the back of your head, back of neck, shoulders, your whole trunk, back, your glutes, back body, all the way down your legs. And the one thing I want you to remember of your back body today is the soles of your feet. So including soles of your feet as your backside. And I want to bring presence to your back body today. For one, because it's just a great new perspective. Because we are constantly looking ahead. Our eyes are in front of us. What's in front of us? What's next? Go, go, go. Go in that direction. And so I find there can be an imbalance of this sort of presence of like, oh, my backside, what's behind me? How can I incorporate that? How can I lean into that to find my path ahead, to act, to be of strength and wisdom, kind of leaning into what's behind us. And so back body, or your backside, will definitely be of emphasis in our class tonight. And one more addition of our backside, and most of you know that our spine technically resides in our back body, on our backside. Often we refer to the spine as a central axis point of center, which it very much is central, but technically in the back body. So I really just want to make sure you're aware of when I speak to back body today and kind of guide us in a way of just offering presence, honoring what's behind us as part of us and as support moving forward. So comfortable seat, adjust as you need. Soft gaze or eyes closed. First, let yourself let go, soften here in this moment. Let your body relax. And settle into your seat. And notice if there is a leaning of your trunk in any direction. And even if it's just a little, can you micro adjust and find evenness all around your trunk? Connected earth, lifted sky. And notice your breath if you haven't already. Can you be present with the in of your breath and a spacious out of your breath. And if you're able to sense a directional action or force of your breath, with your next inhale drawn from your seat, earth, up all the way to the top of your head, and on your exhale, down from crown, down, breath, force, earth. Explore a few rounds of breath. Inhale, earth to sky. Exhale, sky to earth, of you. And continue the directional pranic force of your breath if you can. And the next time you inhale up towards crown, emphasize your exhale from back of your skull all the way down the back side to your seat. As if your exhale was washing your back body from sky to earth. A way of bringing some sensation, some presence into your backside. One more full breath, exhale, wash your back body, lean into it. And if comfortable, to find your hands at heart, honoring the beautiful life that is you of heart, supported by wisdom and strength of what's behind you. Your past, everything leading you to this moment, may it be in support and strength. Let's Om at the top of your next inhale. Go ahead and lift your eyes open, and we'll stay seated. So I encourage you to switch the cross of your legs. Readjust its bones. Find a central and kind of presence through your tail and the base of your spine. You anchor it or just lengthen it down towards the ground, and you'll feel a little tone through your low abdomen. And we'll go through spinal mobility here in a slow seated cat-cow. So in your seated cow, extend up through your heart. And pause here for a moment, because I want you to really feel extension of your spine and support, belly toned back, root through your tail down, and then keep the back of your neck really supple. And then on your next exhale, slow opening of your back body, chin to chest, roll towards the back of your pelvic bone. Keep going. Inhale, tilt forward through your pelvis, lift up and open. Exhale, cat-like shape. And a couple more rounds at your pace, really present with your backside when it's contracting, when it's transitioning, when it's flexing or opening back. And finish with your next exhale all the way through. Got some flexion and extension of the spine. Parts of the mobility get more neutral now and supported, and external circumduction of the spine, so real brightness from tail to crown as you start to swirl circularly. And can you be with the whole presence of the length of your trunk from your tail and base of your pelvis all the way up to crown, and noticeable breath, switch directions. External circumduction of the spine, and you go at a pace that serves you. Our spine, part of our back body, holding our whole together. When we bring love, honoring to that part, it really can make a difference in how we view the world, how we view ourselves. Come back through center. Side lateral bend. Reach your right fingertips out, sweep up your left arm, and then the bend is happening in your right side while your left is open, long. Can you root through your tail, centric, tone your belly, and lengthen in your side bend? And stay here with breath, maybe a gentle look up, and maybe a gentle gaze down. Slow and easy. Back through center. Come up and over, exhale, side bend, lateral flexion towards the windows. And notice your left side contracting, the spine and the bend, and then your right side nice and open. And then let's flow a few rounds. Oh wait, first gaze down, slow, and then gaze up. And as you gaze up, lean back a little bit, lift up through heart. Now gaze forward and inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend left. You find one more time each side at your pace. Make your way back through center. Find a strong root up through crown. Bring your hands to your side ribs and take a round of breath. Feel your diaphragm expand with your inhale and relax with your exhale. And can you inflate the backside of your diaphragm big behind you with the inhale, and exhale, relax. And then lateral glide of the spine. What a beautiful thing. Our spine can glide side to side. So good support through your lower trunk as you find a little glide. And then come back through center. Internal circumduction. We'll bring some flexion, some extension, some lateral side bending, all encompassing. And sometimes I refer to this like a barrel roll, where it's a little bit more happening in the spine as you circle your trunk. Noticeable breath. Oh man, does this feel good to anyone else? This is like, switch directions. Noticeable breath. All right, internally, like churning. That's how I remember, internal circumduction. Come back through center. What's left of the spine? Anyone know? Mobility-wise, what haven't we done? Rotation. Okay, so I want you to consider, in some gentle twists we're gonna get into, consider initiating it from your back side, just for a fresh perspective. So from a strong foundation, supported center and right crown, from your back side, initiate your twist to your right. Turn your heart to the right. And you can cross an arm over, keep your belly toned, and continue to root down through your tail and lift up through the back of your skull. Can you broaden your shoulders and feel your back body present here? One more full breath. And let your back body guide you to the unwind of center. Take a full breath, exhale, settle her. And inhale, root to crown. Second side, initiate it from your back side. And take your time getting into the twist here, into your rotated spine. What does it feel like to lean into your back side as you turn open with your heart? And even as you breathe here, can you really inflate your right rib cage back as you twist? Just something to explore. Make your way back through center. And thank you, spine. Let's come to all fours table. If you brought blocks in with you, you can find them at the top of your mat, or bring them to the top of your mat. And in your tabletop, pretend you've never been here ever before. And get really long through your trunk. Crown forward, pelvic floor reaching back, and solid through your foundation. Tone your belly to your spine. And as you move into your cat shape, chin to chest, tail towards knees, be with what's opening through your back body. And maybe offer your breath there. Keep your belly toned towards spine as you unravel into flexion of spine. Extension of spine. Lift your tail, lift your crown. Hug your shoulder blades down your back side. Push your mat down and wide with your hands. And then move a few more rounds of breath with your cat-cow, with your breath and your extension and flexion of spine. All right, finish with an exhale, come back through center. You might widen your knees a little bit, and then more of that internal circumduction. Reach your ribs off towards the left, and then bend down towards the ground, sweep around to your right, and then cat style come around. So barrel-like motion through your trunk, through your torso, and noticeable breath, switch directions, a few more rounds. Okay, come back through center and tone your belly. Inhale, sweep your left arm out, and exhale, embrace your whole spinal column strong as you rotate through your spine, and land gently, spacious between your left ear and shoulder. And what does it feel like to bring presence into your backside, almost like a leaning into it in this shape? And can you let your backside lead, initiate your unwind back to table, slow table landing, full breath. You can exhale, settle earth. And with your next inhale, lift opposite arm out, tone belly as you exhale, rotate, twist, second side. So in the rotation of the spine, there's also this supportive embrace of your whole spinal column. Think about the tissue of your body surrounding your spine as an embrace. Lean into your backside, and then make your way back through center. All right, come to your belly, belly down. You find whatever path you want to belly down. Stack your hands on the mat and your forehead to rest like crocodile. And make any adjustments like legs long, tops of your thighs down, maybe even your big toes turned in. And for a few rounds of breath, what might it feel like to offer your in and out breath to your backside, from the back of your head to the soles of your feet? A spacious breath to back body. So much wisdom and strength of what's behind you. Let it support you. Lift your head and bring your hands forward, maybe wider than your shoulders, and then consider widening your feet about outer width, hip width apart. And then look down and fill through the back of your neck and head towards the ceiling as you hug your shoulder blades down your backside. So there's some good back body life happening, upper body. And now keep that while you make your legs strong, your kneecaps will lift, your butt turns on. You can feel the soles of the feet, back of the legs contracting, and at the same time, press your pubic bone forward. And so some balance action, your back body is very alive, and lift your arms and upper body up even more so. Keep your feet down. Find your breath, and on a slow exhale, cactus, hug elbows in, contract back body. Inhale, soften, extend long, maybe forehead touches. Exhale, lift upper body, cactus squeeze. Inhale, extend lower forehead, nose. Keep moving at your breath pace. Really, it's like an honoring, bringing circulation, bringing life to the strength, to your backside, full and through. The next time you cactus lift, pause. Keep breathing, but pause in the shape, and then reach your arms back. Float the back of your hands, arms, shoulders up. Maybe float your soles of feet up. locust, Shavasana. One more full breath. And then lower back to crocodile. You can stack your hands for your forehead to rest. Find a few breaths to soften. Let your back body let go, soften, settle towards earth. Lift your head, bring your hands next to your chest. Hug your elbows near center midline, tuck your toes, and using your knees or not, back body initiates your rise to plank pose. Yes, Kelly. In your plank pose, obviously foundation needs to be strong, hands and feet touching the ground, and equally can your back body be bright. Back of neck, back of skull, belly lifts towards spine. Even the backs of your calves and heels light up towards the sky. One more full breath. And then with ease, bend your knees down onto the mat and find a child's pose. Back body guiding you into a place of surrender. Breath, soften, whole body earthly. With an inhale, glide forward, shoulders over wrists. Tuck your toes, back body guides you, down dog. Yes, foundation matters, so bring it in now. And then, how can you bring presence to your whole backside? Like holding you, part of your support system. As you open to your fullest, one more full breath. And mindful steps to forward fold. Soles of feet, back body present, connect. Notice what happens. Belly tone towards spine as a way of protection. And let your spine go long. Bend your knees as you need. And from striking presence of your feet connected earth, rise up to standing in whatever way serves you today. And we'll meet Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, mountain pose. Get right through your feet. Back body, that's where we're starting. We're bringing presence to. So soles of feet here. Connect inner edges, outer edges, heels, toe side. And as you root down through your feet, you'll feel your legs get strong. Tone your belly up and back. And then as if someone's right behind you to hold you, slowly lean back. Feel the back of your arms press back of hands. Your heel side is really heavy. And then back of neck and head. And without looking up first, lift up through your chest. And from the strength of your back side, now lengthen your gaze up. And return gaze forward. Bend your knees, sweep your arms forward and up. Back body present, starting in your feet. Press your feet, inner edges, outer edges, down and wide, like splitting your mat in half. And then as you tone your belly back, lean back. Extend your tail back, lean, back body full, back of neck and head. Feel your power, one more inhale. Exhale, fold, back body leads. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Stay here for a breath or two while bringing and maintaining presence of your backside from feet to head. And let that be your guide. Back side from soles of feet as you inhale, reach and rise up mountain. Bring it in, heart center, sit chair. Feet, back body, lean into it. Belly draws back. Almost like a seated upright chair. And then open, powerful pose. Feel your power when your whole self is participating. Not just what's in front of you, but what's behind you, serving you as experience. Lean into it. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale, back body guides. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back. Runner's lunge option, blocks for hands here. Love the option of blocks for hands. So runner's lunge is more like an inverted lunge, or how I refer to it anyway. And hands to frame your front foot or with blocks. Now, back body, get into your back leg. So your right leg, lift up through your right heel and feel the sole of your foot really bright. And lift up through your whole back leg, inner thigh, back of the knee. And keep that brightness of your back leg as you bend through your front knee. And then anchor your left heel down and back so the sole of your left foot really secure. Tone your belly to your spine. Sweep your left arm forward all the way up as you rotate your spine to the left. And really feel your shoulder blades hug back behind you. Your back body bright, supportive as you open and your twist. One more full round of breath. Let your back body lead you to center, unwind. Draw your back heel down and rise, warrior two. Both feet, back foot, front foot, connected. And then tone belly back. And then as you bend through your front knee, equally push into your back foot. And as you reach your arms long, reach your back hand behind you and get a little deeper through your knee. And then sweep back hand to back thigh, reverse warrior. Push into your feet, lean into your backside, lift up and open through your heart. One more breath. Come back through warrior two and rainbow your hands inside of your front foot. Lift your back heel and lower your back knee. So you might wiggle your left foot slightly wider, toes externally turned out. Hands can come to blocks again or to the floor. And really walk your back knee far back. And then hug your front heel and your back knee towards one another. Tone your belly. And one more rotation, left hand to thigh. Turn your heart open to the left. And broaden your shoulders back as you lift up through your heart. Come back through center. Lift your back knee. And either no blocks or block hand, walk your hands to the right. And wide stance fold, parallel your feet. How can you bring presence to your backside here, starting in the soles of your feet? Let it be of support. With your breath, lift halfway. And then push down into your feet, tone your belly, and open your arms T-shape. So turn your back body on from feet to the skull. And then let it guide you to rise up. Lean into it to lift up chest, Prasarita, star pose. Full breath. Slender as a spider's thread, brilliant as a million moons. Bring your hands to heart. Turn your left toes back out. And then as you bend into your left knee, swivel your back heel up. into your lunge, high lunge. And in your high lunge, turn your palms forward, widen your hands. Feel your back leg brighten up. Heel brighten up, inner thigh brighten up. And keep that as you bend through your front knee. Anchor your left heel down and back. Tone your belly back. And then extend, tail down and back. Lift up through your rib cage. Spinal extension, look up. Draw your shoulder blades down your back side to support supple neck, full heart. Come back through center, hinge forward, and rock yourself forward fold. Back body present, supporting you from soles of feet all the way up to back of skull. Keep that presence as you root to rise. Inhale, up mountain. Exhale, hands, heart, sit chair. Present, soles of feet, and what's behind you, lean into it. Honor what's behind you. Let it support you to open. Feel your power. Feel your power in your presence, in your experience that's led you to today. What's behind you to serve you to open. One more full breath. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Step your left leg back, runner's lunge. Hands with blocks or not. And get into your back leg. Brighten up your back heel. And I want you to bring presence to your inner back thigh and lift it up. Inner back thigh up. Keep it as you bend through your front knee. Anchor your front heel down and back. This is a lot of work, I know. Stay with it, breathe with it. Sweep your right arm forward. And rotate, lean into your back side as you open into your evolved lunge. Brighten up your back leg. Shoulder blades down your back side, holding your heart. One more full breath. And back through center, warrior two, rise. Okay, a couple postures here, and then we give the front leg a break. Push into your back foot. That will give your front leg a break. Back body, lean into it, tone your belly. And as you push into your back foot, bend more in your front knee. And as you lengthen your back fingertips behind you, reach long through your right. And then it's there, reverse warrior. Gentle touch of your hand to your back leg. And push down through your feet to brighten up. Warrior two, rainbow into your lizard. Hands inside of your front foot, back heel can lift and back knee down. And then you can adjust here. Maybe your right foot goes a bit wider or externally rotated. I need blocks here, I like blocks here. And a nice spaciousness of your back knee behind you. But we don't want to collapse into, so hug your back knee and front foot towards one another. And then come back to your back side. And without losing presence through your back side, then lean into it a little bit more. And then right hand to thigh, rotate, and lift up and open through your heart. Back through center, lift your back knee, and wide stance fold facing the other direction. Parallel your feet. What's happening in your backside? Notice. Let it support you here for a few breaths. Half lift, Press into your feet. Let your back body guide you as you open your arms, rise up and open Prasarita. Soles of feet firm. Lean into what's behind you. Let it serve you to open fully of heart here and now. One more breath. And then bring hands to heart. Swivel your right toes forward. Bend into your right knee and high lunge, back heel to lift. Back body first. Get into your back leg. Brighten up the back heel. Back inner thigh. Tone your belly back. And then wide hands. Slide your shoulder blades down your back side, like firm behind your heart. And without losing that, extend. Lift up through your rib cage. Lean back as you lift up through heart, through gaze. One more full breath. Gaze forward, hinge forward, and rock yourself forward fold. From the soles of your feet, root down and inhale, rise up, backside leading the way. Bring it in, heart center, and stand Tadasana, mountain pose. You might soften your gaze or close your eyes here. Come home to your breath and invite your next inhale from feet to rise up all the way crown. And your exhale from crown, wash your backside all the way down to your feet. Find a few breaths to explore that. All right, open your eyes, lean back, and up mountain, inhale. Bring it in, heart, sit chair. Strong feet, lean back as you open, powerful, inhale. And with your exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back. This time, warrior one will rise. So right back heel down, slight angle of your ankle. And notice your feet, and you get to choose here. So walking a tightrope, or rather having your back heel in line with your front heel, will be less stable than a wider left and right foot. So you choose, get into your back thigh and leg and foot, push down into your back foot, bend through your front knee. Keep the back foot really strong, belly tones back, and then like you're lifting up a boulder. Lift up through your chest, lift up through your gaze. From here, look forward. Sweep your hands back, straighten through your front leg, and a hinge. Keep pushing through your back foot as you hinge forward. Sits bones, reach back, squeeze behind you. And then let's turn it into a flow, a few rounds of breath as you inhale, glide up, warrior. And as you exhale, glide, pyramid, arms swept back. A couple more rounds at your pace. Can you maintain a presence of your back side? I know it's repetitive, but I want to deliver this different perspective of back side initiating your movement. Okay, and the next time you rise up, warrior, straighten through your front leg and sweep for the clasp or a hug behind you. Clasp of hands or a hug of palms behind you. And lean into your back side, back leg, foot, back of skull, neck, bright. And can you keep that as you hinge, pyramid fold, tail to reach back, maybe hands lift away from low back. A contraction of your back side, strong back leg persists as you open to your fullest. One more breath. And then lower your hands down to frame your front foot, bend your front knee, and lower your back knee down. Heel toe your left foot slightly wider, and left hand to thigh. Walk your right hand wide. This could be with a block or not. And then push into the ground to really fill your back body behind you in a gentle twist. Stay here, or you might lift your back knee, back foot, excuse me, and stay here, or you might reach your left arm back to connect. Whatever the case, present of your back body, holding support, one more full breath. And then return back to framing your front foot. Lift your back knee. Plant your hands this time and sweep your left leg back, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, flex your left foot, and draw your left heel towards your tail. Swivel your left hip up towards the sky. And as you push down through hands and standing foot, how can you notice a presence of your backside as you open scorpion dog? Come back through center and touch down dog. Bend your knees and step to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root feet to rise up mountain. And then bring it in, heart. Sit chair. Chair, inhale, powerful, lean back. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Left leg back, warrior one, rise. Get into your back leg. So back heel down for warrior one traditionally. If you're better off with your heel lifted, that's fine. You can put your back heel down if you like. Lean into your back side, lift up and open through heart. You know the drill here. Feel your breath. And then sweep your hands down and back, straighten your front leg and hinge, pyramid. Feel it first, and then connect it, all one. As you inhale, glide up, warrior one. Exhale, glide, hinge, squeeze back, pyramid fold. Couple more rounds at your breath pace. Take your time, and the next time you find warrior one, re-secure your back foot strong, tone your belly, and sweep for the opposite clasp of hands behind, or a squeeze of your palms. Fill through the back of your neck and head behind you. Lean back. Let your back body guide you as you straighten leg and hinge. Pyramid. Maybe your hands lift away from your low back. And release your hands towards the ground. Bend your front knee and lower your back knee. Get spacious. Back knee behind you. Right foot can widen. Right hand to thigh. And then really express strength in your back side as you turn open to the right. Option, back foot can lift. Option, right hand can reach back. To find foot, maybe lean back, back of neck, back of head. Yes, one more full breath. And make your way back through center. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. And I forget what we do next.
Down dog.
Three-legged dog. Sweep your right leg back. Thank you, Janelle and everyone. Okay, now re-solid through your foundation. Get there. Push your pelvis and your right leg up. Flex your right foot Bend your right knee, draw your heel towards your tail, and open your hips to the right. So your right hip kind of stacks over your left. One more breath. And return, down dog. Let your back body guide you to child's pose or anything else that feels supportive and centering. Let your backside be soft in surrender. A couple more rounds of breath. Rise back to down dog as you're ready. Lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee for scorpion dog. And flex your foot, like make the sole of your foot as active as the palms of your hands. Sweep your left hip over your right. Open your front of pelvis towards the windows. Keep pushing down through your limbs, hands and foot. Let your back body be present here. If you flip your dog in practice, back body can guide your left foot to land on the floor down behind you. Push into your feet, back body strong to support. You're opening, one more breath. And then make your way back, down dog. Take a round or two of breath as you need. Second side, right leg high. And active, back side. Bend your knee, reach your right heel towards your tail as you stack right hip open. And then if flipping your dog, trust in what's behind you to support you. Root down through your foundation, back body strong and support for you to open to your fullest. And with care, come back and lower belly down. Crocodile. Stack your hands for your forehead to rest. Be with your breath. Can you completely soften? One more full breath, let go. When you're ready, gently lift your head, place your hands next to your chest and tuck your toes. Trust in the strength and wisdom of your backside to guide you as you rise to plank. Yes. Let it lift you up here. What's behind you, let it lift you up. Down dog. From down dog, you're going to transition onto your backs. And mindful in your transition, come to your backs with care. And have one of your blocks handy. find some breaths. Be with your inhale. Let your exhale offer sensation to your backside. Spacious breath to back body. And if it's okay in your body, feel free to bend your knees, maybe lift your knees towards your chest. You can find your hands to shins or knees, a little bit of a rocking and rolling through the back of your pelvis, around your sacrum. Bless you. And then let's some rotation into the spine here. Arms out wide. The backs of your arms and hands at the ground, palms up. Tone your belly, like embrace your spinal column and lower your legs off to your right. Is there any opportunity to settle into what's behind you? Keep support throughout your spinal column, like the embrace we've practiced, as you unwind up and then off to the other side for some breaths. Come back through center. Land your feet down on the mat with knees bent. Step your feet maybe outer hip width distance about. And then arms by your side, bend your elbows for robot arms, or like robot arms. And hug your elbows in towards your rib cage. And then press through the backs of your arms down into the ground with strength. And then can you also sense the back of your skull as a part of your foundation, as well as the soles of your feet, not just flabby soles of feet, but rooted. Inner edges firm down, outer edges firm down. Circles of your heels, toe mounds have some engagement to the ground. And from earth, strong connection, skull, back of arms, feet. Let your back body slowly guide you to lift into bridge pose. Back body initiating your opening of your hips up and up through your heart. Keep pushing down through the inner edges of your feet especially. Lift up. And you can stay here, robot arms, pressing back of arms down. You might lengthen your arms down and find your hands to clasp underneath you. And how can you maintain presence of what's behind you to serve you? Wisdom, strength, experience to serve the great light of your heart to open. Full breath, bridge pose, one more round. And then back body to guide you earthly, landing. Notice and slowly move and offer yourself anything that feels of balance for you. Yoga as you like it. Yoga as you like it for the next minute plus. And whatever you're doing, just find balance, continue to do so. And as you're ready, land in your supine, legs long. Option to find a block, low setting underneath the back of your skull, like we often do in this class. That's an option. You can also just place a soft blanket fold underneath your head if that might feel nice. You could even put a blanket roll underneath your knees. Could feel nice. So just get yourself supported here. And a sensory guided meditation, if you'd like to follow along. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Let your natural breath be present, soft, easy, natural breath. Bringing awareness or presence to our backside, what's behind us, our history, and honoring that. Start in the back of your head, back of your skull. To the best of your ability, try and notice a sense or a presence through the back of your skull. And if you can't find a sense or a presence, don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep along as you bring your attention down into your cervical spine, through the back of your neck, the curve away from the ground. Bring sense to. And below the neck, right of center and out left and right, collar behind your collarbones, behind your shoulders. Can you bring a presence to? And down the length of your arms from shoulders to fingertips through the back side. Can you offer presence? Make your way of center through your upper back thoracic spine as it curves from neck down towards the ground. And the surrounding shoulder blades and the tissue of back, upper back. And down to the lower part of your trunk, lumbar spine, as it curves back up towards the ceiling, away from the ground. The kidney space left and right through your low back. And into the back of your pelvis, your sacrum, sacred bone, through the lower part of your spine and the surrounding tissue, glutes, all of the different bony areas of the pelvis surrounding. And maybe a sense from your sacrum all the way down to the tip of your tail. Now let the backs of your upper thighs have presence, sensation, hamstrings, backs of upper legs, and then backs of your knees. Down into the tissue and muscle of the lower legs, backside. And the soles of your feet, can you light them up with your presence? Heels, arches, toe mounds, toe pads. And as all one, can you bring a sense to your whole back side, soles of feet, all the way up to the back of your head, in a way of honoring what's behind you, lineage, ancestry, lines of life that have supported and led you to this moment, surrender into it. And in your practice of letting go, let earth hold you in your final rest shavasana here. With ease, notice where your attention is, with the invitation to come back to now, of breath, of you. Let your whole self receive the aliveness of your breath. And can you continue your practice of initiating from your backside to rise up to a comfortable seat as you're ready. Soft gaze, your eyes closed, comfortable seat. In your comfortable seat, return to a strong root of foundation. And from a strong foundation, support your spine to lift tall. And perhaps a subtle leaning back. If comfortable, bring your hands to your heart. Honoring what's behind us as strength and wisdom, our experience supporting us to continue to open to our fullest. At the top of your inhale, Om. That's it for today. Thank you for participating, and I'll be around for a few minutes. I would love to hear your feedback if you have any from class today.